What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. So, yeah, I think I accidentally started the next part of the main quest because I tried to do my dailies, but then I think I accidentally initiated this over here. So, Isolde was asking if the elevator's still out of service. Okay. Oh wait, I need to focus on the game. There we go.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry, I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porcelumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side,
Looks like the
there we are.
elevator's still out of service.
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't go to Siloon Bay right now? Then what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like there aren't any other routes only work on outsiders. Porcelumex can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Wise. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after Yuzuha and Manato leave, you return to Swaben Temple with the Obscura Shard and briefly tell Belle what happened that morning. How's it going, Belle? I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's a sacrifice or not. I hate to admit it, but I guess my perception isn't as quite on your level. I can barely even use that perception technique Shifu taught me. But I agree with you all. This thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Wise, I'll come with you to Salem Bay using Eus. I might be able to help. Alright, let's go together. After tidying up a bit, you set out with Eus. I do hope that one day we do get to...
Let's go check.
Yeah, I do hope that one day we can travel with Belle. I kinda wish we could maybe see that one day happen. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright. Up here. Okay. Yo guys. What is up? Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Wise to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. I'm here. Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation, and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain paths too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through, under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltus might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. So do you mean the mountain path's full of machines right now? Yeah, they got triple the strength of a normal person, and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, no, no. This just got way easier. Briefly explain various abilities. Oh, you're right, we can do that. So you're saying you got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, pretty good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely be all absolutely nuts. You cannot do that. Yuzuha, you say you don't care. Alright, Wise, let's roll. Monato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping those visual logs. Monato was totally ignored. Alright, if we're all set, let's head out. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna guess we're gonna be playing as her. That's pretty exciting. Is Monato gonna be like, you know, the follower, like with Vivian? That's what I assumed when I first heard about like us going together here. I thought maybe we'll be able to play as Alice too. I'm sure maybe later on.
We just have to follow
Here
this
we
railway
go.
track to get to Sailoon Bay.
This is exciting.
We've got enemies.
Oh. Yuzuha's EX special attack can inflict sweet scare on enemies. When the active character attacks enemies in this state, it triggers flavor match, causing them to continuously take damage, matching that character's attribute. When other squad members land on hits on enemies, Yuzuha launches basic attack hard. Candy shot around the enemy. When this attack hits enemies affected by a sweet scare with a heavy attack, Yuzuha will consume sugar points to deal additional damage and anomaly. Okay.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice the damage.
Oh my. Oh, look at these guys.
Don't get scared!
Hey, they look really cool. Hey, there he is. What the heck?
Memories of
Oh, heck
accidentally
yeah.
falling or something.
Dude, look at that sword. Oh, it's one of those things where, like, you know, they can't damage him all the way. Like the followers, it has to be you. It's one of those.
All done. Let's go.
Yeah, I know they do that in video
Come with me
games.
for a sec.
I forgot which game does that though. I feel like I definitely seen that before. What's wrong, Yuzuha? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling someone's been tailing us. Fairy, can you feel that? Sorry, there are no available video recording devices on this mountain path. Who on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Alice? I knew it. Okay. I felt like she had to show up at some point.
Oh, it's you.
That scream.
Alice, don't be afraid. It's us.
Wise, it's you. You frightened me. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here? Ms. Ukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself. In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Wise. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as Just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry. Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll. That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood. Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Minato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile,
A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
we got more. Where are you at? Hey, we get to play as her now. When Alice attacks hit enemies or trigger assault through anomaly buildup, she gains Blade Etiquette. When Alice stacks Blade Etiquette to its maximum, she can hold the basic attack to unleash 3-stage charge basic attack. So yeah, I'm guessing this is kind of like with Miyabi,
Alright, let's see what you've got.
in a way. So were these the mechs? They kind of look like humans to me.
I'll take care of it.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
been exposed.
that is so cool, man.
You're a real chatterbox. But
Yeah, I
you
do think
never
Alice is more on the
just
cooler
wanna
side.
fight.
There we go. And I can't wait for Minato to be playable at some point.
I appreciate
But
it.
first, I gotta get the Opal Squad, then I can maybe
If you're not
think
sure how
about
to-
getting these guys.
Uh-oh, it's people from Porsalumex.
I'm gonna fight them.
Shh. Let's try to avoid them and take a detour.
Oh, okay. Sure thing. The way is blocked. There wasn't a door here before. It must be a recent installation. Let me see. Yeah, it's a type that triggers an alarm if you try to climb over it. It's really assuring how meticulous Minato is. Just happened to have a side gig installing locks when I was working part-time before. So that's when you were so busy. You were so busy you didn't even have time to check the Spook Shack forums, huh? But what do we do now? Don't worry, I got this. Yeah, I'll use EOS to access the Bing Boo workbench and find the passcode. I'll leave it to you. Is this the the Fall Guys thing? Yeah, I played through that event one time during a live stream. It was a lot of fun. It makes a lot of sense. I kind of wish it was like its own separate game mode in a way. Like it is, but like I wish it was like, you know, more of a normal thing.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Here we go.
Wise was always the one jumping around with Eos before.
I wonder what that's for. I don't know.
Eos's tiny legs can jump that high? Master has expressed
I do kind of like
similar assessment.
I still like, even though I kind of wish Belle would be. Maybe no. Oh, that's a respawn point. Okay. Wait, is this a trampoline? What is this? It is. Nice. Okay. I think we can try to get that. And like I said, even though I wish Belle would come with us, at the same time, at least this will be a way for EUs to still be used. Gotta go up there. There we go. I feel like right now it's the only way for EUs to be used. I mean, I'm sure he can, EOS can, like, control it on his own. But I feel like it just makes make it more valuable if, like, EOS was controlled by someone. Just imagine if, like, I can maybe see, like, in the far future, maybe Rain could be, like, the one if, like, Belle ever becomes like us. And then, yeah, maybe Rain one day could take over with EOS. I do wonder how they're gonna tackle like a playable Wise and Belle. I just really feel like that's gonna be a thing in the future. Yeah, I do wonder how that's gonna work. There we go. Man, they just like separate and stuff. Are we supposed to go there? Up there? Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a longer, like, Marcel puzzle thing than before. I never noticed it being like this long. There we go. I do like this. Such a good, like, change of gameplay and pace. There we go. I don't know how people feel about this, but I think it's at least, you know, compared to like the TV from before, this is a lot better. Am I supposed to hit that? There we go. Clear. Nice. Yeah, that was fun. I liked it, that one. You know, I do wonder if those like TV things, the map, are still around. Because like they really abandoned that. I mean, I'm not sure about side quests and stuff, but you know, it's very different now.
Faithin.
Great job, Belle. Let's keep
Do
going.
people did they know that we're Phaethon? I kind of forgot. I was surprised about that. I guess the, you know, the whole thing with chapter 1, I guess maybe everyone knows that we're Phaethon.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing.
I thought it would be like a select few, but I'm not sure.
Adjust your breathing.
Yeah, Alice I can definitely like I feel like I have an easier time to use just because in a way she is very similar to Miyabi with her like
We're
passive
almost
skill
there.
thing.
We cross 2 bridges.
You just
follow
like
a short
hold it and
path,
then
and we'll reach the elevator.
does that fancy attack.
Keep it up.
Let's go change.
Then we're there. Woohoo! Need my help?
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
A third.
Sorry for stealing your spot. Got this, Alex.
It's a long mission, man.
I sometimes just want to punch you.
All done. Everyone, let's move.
Alright. Where do we go? Over here? Okay. What was that with Y? It's just like looking back. Oh, someone is watching us. You think it's Damien? I don't know, that silhouette was all like hollowed out. But definitely someone with like spiky hair. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of characters. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves at some point. Oh, this is cool. Look at this place. Is this where the summer event's gonna take place at? So this is Zenless Bay. What a beautiful sight. Finally made it. Why, did you rest well? It seems like Miss Yukinami and the others have found someone selling porcelain materials. Let's head over. Hey, we got this place now. Nice.
Huh, Yuzuha. Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrong again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired
Ghost woman.
That's right. He was hauling cargo in the hollow for Porcelumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of Lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajiang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck.
Boink.
Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds? On the mountain path? Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajiang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right, all right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
Special porcelain shard. Is this the one that we had before?
This was
I
part
think
of
so.
the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
I kind of forgot, like, what was the one broken piece that we had? I think that was it.
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks.
So, are we going to ask them one by one now?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. What?
Oops, my bad.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, there's the uncle right there. That Mello looks like a little wise. What the heck? That's just wise when he was a kid. Hey there, are you Mello? Yeah, what's up? I hear you trade porcelain materials around here. Could you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before? Yeah, I've seen it before. Really? What, don't believe me? Huh, I'll have you know I got the best intel in all Salem Bay. Of course we believe you. That's why we came all this way to ask for your help, little one. Can you tell us about the origins of this porcelain shard? No way. Can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm not in the mood to talk. This is the Remote Control City Edition Hunter. I saved up my allowance for a whole year to get this. It's all Dante's fault. For a kid, this is a huge deal. Though, when it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. If I could fix your toy, can we work something out? Huh? You can fix it? If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about that porcelain shard where that porcelain shard came from. Oh, this? This is how you fix a toy? I see a 1, 2, 3. Do I need to do all of it, or is it? All right, I think we do have to do all of it. Okay. Oh wait, A is now. There we go. Nice. Okay, not too bad.
Whoa! Awesome! It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from? No. Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
Okay, looking at him closer now, he doesn't really look like Wise with the hair. I mean, it does, like, the shape, but, like, I thought the color, like, when I first saw it, was also gray. No, it's more blue now.
But my mom said Porsalumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I never seen you before.
We're not actually strangers. We're friends of Mystic Wares, the folks who often come here to collect materials.
That's right! Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrog, Mystic Wares' owner.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrog's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe
No.
anything you say?
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name is so different from Uncle Balrog's. I thought it had something to do with her mother's side.
Okay, yeah. Because, like, you know, I know the Waifei Peninsula is based on China, but then her name, with Yuzuha, it sounds more Japanese. I could be wrong, but it just sounds Japanese to me. And even Yukinami, too. Wow.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me.
Yuzuha!
You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up.
That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante! Ukinami Balrog! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name! Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction.
So is Yuzuha the last name? I thought it was the first name. So Yukinami is the first name.
Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry.
Or is it, I guess it's the last
I
name.
didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
Because she said Miss. Well, I know some people sometimes say Miss with the first name too.
It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think? What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefield send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill.
So that's why we only saw the grandpa.
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, alright?
Yes, I will.
Alright then, let's get going.
Where's Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
All right. Hey, that's Isolde. Well, I kind of wish we went with her. Okay. I mean, I'm sure she has some, like, you know, some permissions to be able to maybe cross easier than us.
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Isolde fires a plastic Denny from a toy gun, which strikes the wall near where you were hiding.
Well, it seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a live round.
So, you already knew we were here, Miss Isolde. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she had some permissions because, I know she's like one of the higher ups or something. At least she was in that party.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Mr. Wise. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
Ah, I see. Then there's nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
It's all right. Staying cautious is a good thing. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
Meanwhile,
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom? You little stinker! What did you just say? Get back here!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero. Even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better. But there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff. But that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that.
I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting with the whole Defense Force stuff. It's not often that we get young folks like you visiting, and here we are, boring you with all our ancient sob stories. Please don't say that. We really get the chance to learn about what happened during the fall of the old capital. I'm ashamed to admit, I always thought the military families receive a pension after all. After the fall. Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military and government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end, only the frontline troops defending against the Hollow received it. Hollow Zero received it. I see. You look like you want to say something. Have more questions for me? Go ahead, I'm all ears. I want to know more about you and your comrades. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow Zero frontline. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside the Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the borders of the Wi-Fi Peninsula and Janus Quarter. Supplies are vital to the city's survival. Indeed. Back then, we took pride in running into the battlefield, doing what little we could for the city. Why are you still working with the military? I understand what you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the Defense Force, do I? But well, sometimes life just drags you along for the ride. I suppose I'm what you would call a useless person, Huh? Was it just a coincidence that Miss Isolde said that? Or did she overhear our conversation on the mountain path? And not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Salem Bay first. What's wrong? Nothing. I don't have any questions. Well, you should head to the beach to find Dante first. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm sure we'll meet again in the future. Alright, we'll go ahead.
How I feel after hearing all that.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
I feel like this is getting closer to the Obo Squad at some point. I'm excited, man. And saving up for them. Haven't done any spending that much recently. Like, you know, with the polychromes.
Dante, so this is where you went.
Monato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Monato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Monato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the Defense Force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it. But I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
I'm pretty impressed, Dante. I didn't realize you'd thought about all this so deeply.
It really is a great dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscura. Was it made in Wi-Fi Peninsula? Ah, I think I get why you came to Siloon Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for your understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place? Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems. And there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the Obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Mr. Weiss, take it.
What? Okay. A Denny gun. A children's toy often seen in the city that are capable of firing plastic Denny-shaped bullets. This particular gun right here looks rather old.
Miss Isolde, what are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Following Isolde's instructions, you fire a shot out toward the sea.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Okay.
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore.
Okay, there's something about the timing.
But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard. So once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Wow. I'm not sure if I completely understand, but...
Yeah, me too.
It sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month. Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
Oh, it's nothing.
You think he's like controlling that? Like you think he just like banged on the vending machine just so that she can get an extra?
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name?
Mm.
Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee.
Oh.
He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself.
So the
for
first
giving
name is the
such a ridiculous name. So
is
he gave me
Yuzuha.
a name based on my own story.
I was just wondering like which one
instead.
was which at first. Because I thought Yuzuha was the last name, or not last name, the first name. But then it got confused earlier. But yeah, it's the first name.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right.
Hmm.
I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Siloon Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves. I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that? No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess. Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me
Sounding
all
like very
about the
fairy tale
human
right now.
world beyond its. I decided
It's
to
walls,
leave
I
with
bet.
him on a whim. But once I
I'm like
arrived
screwing up
in
in
the
these
human world,
dialogue
I
timings.
forgot where the Dragon Palace
this
was
video.
and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan. That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that. Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
As you wait for the toy Denny to wash ashore, you gaze out toward Lemnian Hollow in the distance, and just like that, a long time passes.
Phew. We finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Miss Isolde. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a little would be good.
Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
This is the ship. It ain't big, but she's steady on the water. Oh, enter the hollow. Just a second. I think I will go ahead and end it here. I might just end it here early because, you know, the previous video was kind of long. So I think, you know, it'll be fine to end it here early. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just, you know, seeing more of Mrs. Isolde, or Isolde, however you pronounce her name. Yeah, I do wonder if... I do assume she'll be playable. But at the same time... Like, how much, Because so far we got, like, what? If you don't count Ambi because she's, like, part of Silver Squad. I guess if you only count the Defense Force people, I guess that's 3 so far, right? So that means we get 4. I was wondering if the Defense Force will be as big as, like, the Sons of Caledon. I think that's, like, the biggest one, right? They have, I think, like, maybe 5 or 6. But yeah, like, I do wonder just how big that will get. Because, you know, I have to make a team of... You know, I just want to make a team of 3. I'm fine with just, like, you know, not getting all the Obel Squad characters. And I don't even think she's going to be part of the Obel Squad. Like, she's independent, right? She's not part of the military anymore. She's just a scientist. That's what I'm guessing. Anyway, guys, yeah. I'm guessing this place will be the place for the summer event. So yeah, I guess we'll be back here at some point for that. But for now, next time, we'll head into the Hollow and see what's up. And yeah, can't wait to see how this will all play out. But yeah, that'll be for now, guys. That's a game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good